But if you have just joined us here on Team Fortress TV, this is Admirable. My best buddy Sideshow's casting with me. We got DavidTheWin on the camera. We're here for the first TF2 Centre Archimedes Cup sponsored by Scrap.TF. It's Jai Chapman versus Sprinkler Kids. It's the grand final. We've finally seen the end of map 1 after some DDoS shenanigans. And it is Jai Chapman who came from behind to clinch it right at the last there. Sprinkler Kids now with their tournament life on the line. They must win this map to take it to the third and final deciding map. It's going to be intense, Sideshow.
It absolutely is. So this was the Sprinkler Kids pick. They are feeling more confident on process than they were on Snakewater, even though they had that really early lead and seemed in control for what was really the majority of the map. They should be feeling better about this. It will play on the morale, the fact that they let that slip away from them at the last second there. There was less than a minute left that they had to hold on to just to go to a golden cap, and they were having better mids overall, so there was all the possibility in the world, all the probability in the world that they would have been able to secure that golden cap, but they just weren't able to hold on. Whether they allow that to affect them, though, or whether they can come into process with a fresh mindset, it is their map. They should be better on this, and it was such a tight game on Snakewater that if they're any better on this map than they were on Snake, they should have it in the bag, and we should be going to Viaduct. But, of course, that's purely theory crafting. In fact, Jai Chapman could be so boosted by their previous victory that they go in and absolutely crush them on this. We'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, over about 5 weeks, a month ago, 128 teams signed up for this Rookie Cup. These are the 2 teams left standing when all is said and done. And there is €850 available in this map. The winner is going to take 500, second place 350. That's not too shabby either. But they're going to be fighting tooth and nail here to try and be crowned victors. And as well as compete in season 20. Although did we establish that Jai Chapman aren't playing in season 20, but Sprinkler Kids are?
Yeah, Jai Chapman aren't competing in season 20. I'm not sure why, actually. It may be that Yak just has his own team that he's currently playing in high with, and he without the buddy medic, they just felt that they weren't able to compete at the same level, or they couldn't find a medic to play with. I'm not quite sure what the story is there, but either way, it is going to be Sprinkler Kids that are playing in season 20 out of these 2 teams, and they seem like they're doing pretty well so far. They've won their first match, and they're looking to head towards the high end of that open tier.
It's coming into process, and this is a map with some technical rollouts. If you can nail your jumps from first, second, and onto that mid, you can hit some nice ramp slides, and you can be there incredibly fast. So it's going to be an important dynamic to look out for in terms of your demo men and your roaming soldiers. There's like a fight before the mid fight that can go on there. The roamer can get in and steal the demo's med pack. He can be stranded in no man's land. He can just get straight up bombed. So we've already seen that Evolve and Megazord are capable roamers. I'm expecting some fast rollout shenanigans on mid, but even though it seemed to be all Jai Chapman there at the end of the last map, it's still anyone's game here. Incredibly close.
It definitely is. We've seen a nail biter in the previous map, even though we had those technical difficulties, which made it a little more difficult to keep on track of the early part of the game. Hopefully we've solved all of them, or the players have. So we will be able to go into this one without delay. Both of the teams are 6 on the server. We're going to be heading live soon with our second map. And as you've said, the Sprinkler Kids have to win this one if they want to stay in the tournament and have a chance at their first prize. If they do manage to get into it, we're going to Viaduct after this, which could be an incredibly tight game, because both of these teams are they're so good at DM for the level that they play. We've seen some big stuff happen from everybody, and I imagine that the sniping is pretty good as well. We've seen it a few times in previous games. Not so much on Snakewater, really. It was run once or twice, but didn't work out all that well. Maybe we'll see it more on process, though, because it is a very sniper-friendly map. Interesting that we have a pause pre-game.
Does that mean that they went live and then had to pause it sometime within the first 90 seconds?
That doesn't bode well, but possibly.
Yeah, I think there could be a pause early in the game, but from our perspective at least, we're not gonna be stuck in that strange situation where the action stopped. It's happening pre-game, so I think that's a small blessing. I haven't heard any news from Yak, so I assume they're not being DDoSed. I'll keep an eye on Mumble in case I have to drag someone in to the comms channel again, but I'm expecting a short pause. I'm weighing things up here, Sideshow. I've got my deer stalker on again. I have deduced there will be no major delay. It's just a minor pause, get out of the way right at the start of the map. You happy with that?
For that?
Looking at the logs, there's been a cap coming in already.
A cap? As in a round?
No,
already?
No, the midpoint, I mean. So
right,
at least that much happened. But no, we're waiting to see what's going on here. No news is good news. I'm assuming everything's okay.
Looking at the log, it seems like they managed to cap without anybody being killed. That would be a very odd situation.
There's Yak in Twitch chat. Apparently it's their roamer's mouse. That would be a Vove, right? So he's having mouse troubles. And I don't know if it's, the classic Ips mouse troubles. Oh no, I need to pause the game. Not
within
really.
The first 90 seconds.
That stage of the game, right?
No, not quite.
Genuine mouse troubles. Maybe he's going to have to revert to using the arrow keys to look around or something,
Yeah, very
Stark's
possibly.
going to come in and play on one side of the keyboard and him on the other.
Yeah, that's a great idea. That has worked out perfectly every time I've tried it. The two-player approach is brilliant because one person can focus on the movement, one person can focus on the aim. It's foolproof.
But the pause has taken a little bit longer than I first expected. We are waiting for a resolution to this mouse issue. So it's difficult to say. Maybe he's got a second mouse on hand there, but worst case scenario, what happens? Does he just run around and soak up damage? Can't actually shoot or
Perhaps
look around.
They'll get a merc in. Maybe they'll get Porky in, the super guy from.
Nah, man, it has to be Chill Collins. He's the
Chill Collins.
He's the official Archimedes Cup merc. Mercs for everybody. Gun for hire.
It'll be a pity if they do have to use the merc in this second map when they're so close to clinching the victory. They only have to win this map to be our
20 seconds, mate, before I'm crowned the winner of this raffle. Believe. I know I can do it. I know I can do it. Oh,
they have gone live with the warm up. So let's see what happens here. We'll the players must have gone live with the. I will. The players must have gone live with the pause in real time. For us, at 90 seconds delayed, I assume that means you didn't win.
You bastard.
For us being 90 seconds delayed, that means that they have just started going live now, actually, for us. So Nasboy and Cricket fighting it out at the beginning here. Nasboy taking a bit of a buff. Cavan, it's getting the high ground as well. A semi-fast rollout here from both of the soldiers, but it looks like a lot of position being taken for both teams. Megazord, the first casualty. XF9 takes a big meat shot in midair, but it seems like this possibly is where the problem started happening, as Jade Chapman just back out of the mid, seemingly not really contesting it as much as they could have done, and they are now holding their spire.
Look at Vove here, he's having trouble with his mouse. He can only walk in 4 predetermined directions, he's like, I can't look anywhere. He has got his sights firmly on the ground. He knows how to play shoulder, shoot floor, get kills.
Yeah, actually, I completely messed that up because I thought that it was Jay Chapman with the technical difficulties, but of course it wasn't. It was Sprinkler Kids. So yeah, Sprinkler Kids, it'll be a real problem if Evolve's not able to use his mouse as effectively, because this is their tournament of life on the line right now. Yeah,
he's got new batteries in that bad boy. Apparently that was the issue.
Another problem actually is that Jay Chapman was so passive on that mid. Like, they're incredibly passive. They backed out of the mid, and I assumed it was because they were having those technical difficulties, but of course they weren't. That's a completely wrong team. So in fact, Jay Chapman just playing super passive, and I wonder whether that's going to hurt them in the long run. If Sprinkler Kids get a read on that and are able just to bully them out of these mid fights, they could have a great advantage going into this map, because the mid fight determines so much of how the game plays.
Neither team wants to commit here. XF9, in fact, is now moving the stickies out of the way. The Uber comes in pretty early there from Legacy. He's going to flash both soldiers, but immediately XF9 gets knocked back with the air shot, but does manage to find a frag onto Cav somehow. Now the counter Uber coming in from Jai Chat. But the 3 players down here, Nazboy, Snap Action got gunned down there, so did it. Snap Action really producing the goods after that. Well, Uber came in so early. There's Yak gonna find the frag onto Cricket, but Improve Your Grammar combines there with Snap Action for the cleanup, and the scouts of Sprinkler Kids going absolutely ham in that last push, but they're still being contested here around that spire. There's Cav on the respawn, cleans up Snap Action, and it seems just to be back to a little bit of a stalemate here, Sideshow.
Yeah, these stalemates between the choke points are fairly common, just because people don't want to commit with their team through a choke point and have to Uber really early. And we did see a pretty early Uber coming out of the Sprinkler Kids, XF9 leading it through, and they couldn't properly clear the stickies really, so they just decided to Uber through. Hopefully this time they'll choose a different path, or perhaps Nasboy won't be covering it as well. It actually looks like it's going to be Jay Chapman moving their heels through this PC area. They were maybe just pulling for a pick though. I don't think they were actually wanting to commit to that PC area. They were just transitioning some heals over. Oh really? For which team, Admirable?
It's going to be our boy Yak running that Crits Krieg. He's actually managed to engineer himself a very slight advantage here, so it's all going to be on Nazboy, I guess. It has to be that Demo Man floating in critical stickies. He's setting up a trap right now. Maybe they're not going to push. He's unloading all the stickies, usually unwise to do before your crits. He's now reloading, and they're about to get the charge, but he's used it anyway. Gets a frag onto the pocket. He's got the medic trapped in the corner here, but just can't land the sticky. And the Uber comes in there for Legacy. They have lost 2 players though, XF9 and Improve Your Grammar down. Cricket's going to jump ahead and get mullered right now. Legacy's trying to cap the point as Snap Action goes for a one-on-one with It's, but Legacy versus Cav is the other fight that's going on here. It's kills off Snap Action. Legacy's horribly overcommitted here. He's trying to run. He's going to get focused down by both scouts, but Evove's coming in behind and trying to find that frag onto Yak, but he just surfs away on the rocket. And he survives with Crits Krieg intact. He
does, and that's going to be a huge advantage there. He's already on 50%.
XF9.
Oh, XF9 hiding on that awning is able to get onto him, but misses every rocket. Unfortunately, I think the splash damage ate it there a little bit on those stairs. That's really unfortunate. And Yak survives. It was only on 100 HP there. A good rocket would have taken him down, but he's going to survive. He's going to have that Crits Krieg, which is just coming up now. And they're going to be moving through choke with the Crits Krieg onto Nasboy. It is used, and Nasboy is going to be preparing his stickies. The first sticky goes down and takes out Legacy. That's medic down. He's desperately trying to fire some pipes around now, though, as the Sprinkler Kids again really aggressive onto him. Nasboy goes down, and Cav actually picked as well. This is terrible for Jay Chapman, the DM. Oh, but It's comes in with a nice 2k onto Snap Action, and Cricket then takes down Improve Your Grammar. He's incredible. It's has got the skills to pay the bills. He's coming back around now. Is he going to go for XF9 as well? He is. He gets a nice meat shot on him. Double meat shot down to 5 health. Unfortunately, can't carry on that kill streak, but a big play by It's.
I think I may be lagging a little bit right now. Do I sound like a robot?
Not particularly, no. It seems... Oh, a little bit. But it's manageable if you can see the action. Otherwise, I'm happy to carry on.
Go ahead, go for it. See if I can ride this out.
Legacy's got an Uber advantage off the back of that, seeing as Yak went down to the Crits Krieg that got nothing more than the medic pick. So he's got a 70%. Now, is Yak going to be running the Crits Krieg again? No, he has switched back to the normal medigun. In fact, they're running a sniper as well, which is a great play when you do have a disadvantage. He's going to try and get a pick as they push into him. So they have no no responsibility to push here, Jay Chapman. They are simply going to hold onto their spire. The Uber does come out of Legacy. XF9 going to lead this one forward. He sees a lot of players bunched up in that lower area. Going to pick off the sniper. They're going to be able to take this spire area, and the counter Uber may come out of Yak and the rest of Jay Chapman. Or they may just decide to hold with it. They do have one down at the moment, so that doesn't really predispose them to a nice push out of last. Pushing out of last is also the most difficult push in the process. So it looks like they might be content just to hold here.
It's going to come back up again. He's still playing sniper. He's on that left door. But look at Sprinkler Kids. They are not even going to get close until they have that charge. And funny that there was no push out there from Jay Chapman, considering they had such an advantage. Were they not aware of it?
Yeah, they were definitely aware of it, but they were one down as soon as they had an opportunity, and I think they just decided to play it safe. They have built a sentry at the moment as well, so they absolutely have no intention of... they've destroyed their sentry and gone back to sniper, so it's running sniper to get a pick to then push with, perhaps, rather than running that sentry for full-on defense. Snap Action has no idea. Snap Action is utterly oblivious to the fact that he's almost getting his head ripped off. Oh, and a headshot just ring out across the map onto Cricket, but XF9 is in there, buddying up with Snap Action to take down It's and Cav. That is no scouts or no off classes for the after push. This is a great opportunity for SKD to make something happen here. The repush is coming in after both of the Ubers come out. Megazord goes down as well, but the scouts are going to respawn in less than 2 seconds if Sprinkler Kids don't make something happen soon. Snap Action comes in, picks off Yak and Hobnobs. The frags coming out everywhere here. Great play by Sprinkler Kids, and they pick up the first round 1-0. It took them 8 minutes, but it was fairly methodical, and they managed to push them all the way to last, and a great play there at the end. The putting the heels onto the flank and going in to crush that sniper and scout was great stuff by the Sprinkler Kids, and they really made it work out well for them. And we have gone live to our second mid-fight. Cricket a lot quicker than Nasboy.
Yeah, Nasboy is sort of hiding behind that rock, waiting for his team to come in. Now they're trying to commit a little bit to that right-hand side. Big frags coming in, and straight off the bat is Cricket and Improve Your Grammar. Evova all go down. Hobnobs, the only casualty on Jay Chapman's side. Snap Action is still in here trying to take this fight. XF9 jumping in as Legacy just runs, shooting off arrows as he goes, and Sprinkler Kids probably would have been a little smarter to get out there. Maybe they were just throwing in those two players to see if they could get that medic pick, but as it stands, they've left themselves with a huge Uber disadvantage. So if they try and contest this Spire, you know, they're playing a dangerous game. Yak will be aware that he probably has charge since Legacy wasn't building. Are they going to go for this? Oh, what? That, who just cratered there? Megazord goes down from Cricket, and they don't actually have the charge. They were thinking of pushing it in there, in fact, but Yak hasn't popped. It's going to be Uber versus Uber.
It is indeed, and I wonder whether Sprinkler Kids are going to use this opportunity to push out. They just got the frag from Cricket onto it. They're going to use the opportunity to push out, yeah. So the Ubers exchanged on this Spire area. One scout down for Sprinkler Kids, and they committed their other scout really deep into PC, so it'll be interesting if Snap Action can get anything done. I actually don't think anyone knows he's in there. So Snap Action has an opportunity to... He's going to go for the back cap. No, he's not. But by stepping on that point, they know that he's behind. So they have crushed everybody. They have just pushed into last here and obliterated everybody. Snap Action not able to help his team, but I'm not even sure whether it would have made any difference there. Jay Chapman were just on an absolute mad one. They went in and destroyed everybody from Sprinkler Kids. It was a poor push out though. It gave them the opportunity to pick up that round, but it was a nice work. It was nice work abusing the mistake of Sprinkler Kids. Really fast rollout here by Evolve.
XF9 coming in through choke as well. He's trying to help out his demo man. He's going to jump forward onto the high ground. Hits the air shot. Crater's Cav into the ground. He's surfing up on the rocket here. He's doing damage to Megazord, but does go down himself eventually. But Sprinkler Kid's going to take control of this middle. Cav and Megazord down on the Jay Chapman side is going to be enough for them to back out. And this is probably what Sprinkler Kids should have done on the last middle, just gone out. But they currently have a little man advantage. If they push now, they will be 4 versus 5. They're going slow though. They want to wait for their own charge. They
Snap
just heard
action's in.
Yak call us out.
Snap
What?
action's in, takes a pipe. He's trying to get onto Yak. I think they were trying to force his Uber with the scout play. Possibly because they want him to respawn as sniper or something like that. Maybe they're banking on the fact that Jay Chapman are playing a little too passively here to really make use of that one pick. Is this a great psychological read of Jay Chapman's calling and play style, or was that just a pick thrown away?
Oh, he's been ushered away there from Legacy, but he had managed to get in above the medic. Just couldn't connect a rocket there, and now
Snap action didn't even respawn on sniper. He respawned on scout, and so Cricket's gonna bong in.
Oh wow!
Wow, throwing away his life.
Absolutely gunned down there. Vove was really weak as well, forced to be flashed there by his medic. He somehow finds the frag onto Nazboy though, and look at them body blocking Yak here. No escape for the buddy medic from Jay Chapman. Megazord respawns and he's coming out to contest the point here. Meanwhile, XF9's gone in behind him. Do they realise it's Soldier versus Soldier on? Last Megazord's going to jump forward, gets denied with the air shot, then the shotgun. The spawns have come out for Sprinkler Kids, or for Jay Chapman, sorry, but it's Sprinkler Kids who continue.
Nazboy! Whoa, he went huge there. He got a 3k plus hit a sick pipe onto Legacy as he was flying through the air. He gibbed himself just by landing that last little damage, but that just ensured that Legacy couldn't pull anything crazy out of the bag. And just to go back to that previous push, I really liked what they did with their scouts there. Not just the body blocking, but getting them behind in the Uber. They used the Uber kind of as a distraction to get their flank in behind everyone from Jay Chapman. Really nice synergy and great organisation within the team to be able to do something like that. And it worked to absolute perfection. They do have an Uber disadvantage here, the Sprinkler Kids. It's about 50%. It would be enough for Jay Chapman to push off, but I actually don't think they're going to do it.
What about some team comms?
Oh, a great idea. Let's see exactly what they're thinking.
Oh wait, something's up with the mimic bot. Has it disappeared? Let's not go to team comms. there's only 4 people in the delay channel. Or 3.
Oh yeah, very odd, very odd. Maybe we can get someone to fix that. If you run us through what's happening, I'll see if I can get someone.
Right now, Uber has been forced out here as Yak tries to push up to retake 2 with his team, but they're all on the point, and Cricket is just spamming out those stickies, doing big damage. He set up a lot of weak frags as Legacy pops off the charge. XF9 is going to be hounding down Yak onto last. Yak surfs a rocket on 84 health. Shotgun comes out from XF9, and it is true. He reloads one rocket, puts it into Megazord. He's got Nazboy, and Megazord's super weak right now. He's just trying to reload furiously. Does eventually go down, having killed off several players, but now Cricket and Snap Action pour forward to support the point as soon as possible. But Itz comes out on the heavy weapons guy. He's trying to tank as much damage as possible.
He is indeed. I think Admirable was cut off mid-sentence there. I don't know what by, but they are going to be able to pick up the round. 2-1 the scoreline to the Sprinkler Kids. Hello, Admirable. Are you back with us?
I don't know, man. It could be lag. Am I a robot?
No, you're not a robot, but you did cut off there just for a little bit. we have gone live with our 4th middle though. Sprinkler Kids in the lead 2-1. Nazboy playing really aggressively across the point, and that's going to prompt Snap Action into making him back off. Playing really aggressive there himself. Cav the first casualty to the pistol of Snap Action, and Evolve gets some nice damage up top, weakening everybody, and he does actually go down for his troubles, but it's looking like a decent mid here for Sprinkler Kids as long as they can keep Legacy alive and get everybody buffed up. 4v3, Improve Your Grammar is trying to take on Itz, but Itz has got the heals. They're actually backing off though. They're afraid of the re-healed players from Sprinkler Kids. No, it was just a bait. It was just a bait. The Megazord coming in for the flank, and Itz picking off Cricket. Are they going to be able to recontest this? It looks like Yak and Cav want to go for it. Are they going to Uber onto the point? The Ubers are in play in a few seconds. Yak is really committed to this. They are going to use their Uber charge. They're bringing players in from the flank, but Sprinkler Kids have the health advantage, position advantage, the midpoint advantage, and they have their own Uber in the bag as well. So it looks like if they can... Oh, the frag there onto the demo man coming out from Legacy, and Jay Chapman not in a good situation here. What?
Oh, what?
Legacy tried to hit his P-Reg bind and hit a kill bind. Thankfully, it didn't matter because they had the back cap going on, or the push, and they secured the round. But that could have been awful. That's so ridiculous. The score 3-1 to the Sprinkler Kids off the back of a really nice middle. Oh, and I apparently sounded like a robot myself.
I thought it was me. Maybe it's you.
Yeah, it's probably me.
Cricket doing big damage here. Finds the oh, he gets his frag stolen. In fact, kills off Megazord there with the pipe. He's trying to contest both scouts. He's got hits on the high ground, but snap action and preview grammar step in and focus on Cav, and it's going to be Jai Chapman backing out. Trying to make it through the choke here, but because they've gone through sewer, Cricket's coming and cut them off. Improve Your Grammar is swarming in here as well. Cav, or It's is trying to get that scout frag. He does find it right as he was about to drop onto Yak's head. Yak on half health right now, but has managed to stay alive. He's got his Uber charge up as well. There's 6 players here. You're going to see Snap Action taking a peek in there, but currently Sprinkler Kids are a man down and they look set to just regroup here on middle side, Joe.
They do indeed, but Megazord's actually pushing forward here in PC. Him and It's going forward, and they look like they really want to go forward. The drop comes out of Legacy, actually. He was trying to hold on to his Uber. He was completely focused on what was happening in front of him as Yak had used his Uber through choke, and Megazord got the flank off on him and dropped his Uber charge. Snap Action and Improve Your Grammar, the only players left alive, and they both go down, so that is a nice push just off the back of that dropped Uber due to a great flank through pre-C.
Yak is thinking of pushing ahead there with his combo, but as they see those blue players getting the forward spawn, they decide to regroup in middle. They got like a 40% advantage here, but do they realise Evove's about to sneak in from behind? He fires off a rocket, but Nazboy is totally oblivious. Evove's going to get a second chance, jumps in here, gets the frag onto Yak, and if only Nazboy had been paying attention to that rocket exploding very close to him, he may have realised that the flank was leaky. It is Evove who gets in and makes the big play, and now Sprinkler Kids are going to be pouring through here. There is a back cap, oh no, It's is on the back cap, they're stacking mid, they've got ×5 here, they'll almost certainly get it, there's no one close to block. But still, It's is behind, and look at XF9 is in deep here, lunches Yak skyward, whips out the shotgun to finish off Nazboy. Yak won't be able to escape as both scouts hound him down there. And this is just incredible momentum coming out from Sprinkler Kids here. Turning it on a dime after that big play from Evove.
Absolutely, then they've got a huge advantage to push last with here as well. It's essentially coming in from behind. He was on that backup attempt ages ago, but is not able to do anything. Perhaps better use of his life would have been to spawn camp Cricket, who knows, but either way, It is dead. And they have a huge advantage to push in with now. XF9 taking the brunt of this Uber charge. He's taking it forwards, but it might be dropped here. No, Legacy catches him actually, and he's done a lot of damage with this solo Uber. Yaks and Megazord, the only people left alive, 70 HP onto Megazord. They can't hold on to this. 4-1 the scoreline, and SKD are running away with this. They've been sprinkled upon.
Oh, look at this reaction from Yak. He's going to bring out crits to mid. So we might see them taking a slightly more passive approach, but then coming in for a second repush. And looking at the rollouts here from both teams, it appears to be Nazboy winning the race, but Cricket's trying to flank him. He's giving away his position though with a couple of stickies there. Nazboy finds Evove, denies that roamer play, but Cricket's trying to wrap around here with Legacy. They're trying to get onto the red side of the map, but both teams sort of mirroring each other. But that crits is coming up for Yak. All he has to do is stay alive and keep his players alive, in fact, but they are doing their best to drop like flies. XF9 jumps in, launches Yak up in the air and finishes him off with the shotgun like he was skeet. And now Legacy is just healing up Cricket and XF9 as they clean up the remaining frags here. And wow, Sprinkler Kids are on fire right now.
They certainly are. I wonder as well how Jay Chapman are going to be able to cope with this. They're going to be defending a last point here. Would it be nice to go and hear their team comms and see whether they're disheartened, whether they're ready for a comeback?
It might take 90 seconds. I'm not sure if it's been long enough yet.
Oh, has it not been long enough yet? Well, maybe for the next time that they're ready. They are defending this with a sentry. They have that on the right-hand side. The Uber comes in. That sentry's going to have a lot of pushback to deny that soldier. The soldier juggled in mid-air, and this sentry's doing a lot of work actually. But the sniper comes out and kills the engineer, so now all they need is just to chip damage that sentry, and it is going to go down very shortly to perhaps a pistol. Oh, it's still up actually. Snap Action's going to drop down on top of it, I think. Is he? He's trying.
He can kill it. He can kill it.
Yeah, he did. He killed it off, but does go down for his troubles. I think he was very worried about the sentry gun suddenly spinning around and destroying him like lightning fast. But Jay Chapman hold on to that one really nicely, actually. It's with a big play putting that sentry up, and it did a lot of work. He was able to keep it up, and it denied the Uber very successfully. Evove's still on that sniper rifle, so they don't have a soldier, they do have a sniper, and they're going to be facing this Uber. Is he going to be able to get a shot off onto Yak? Yak pops off his Uber charge.
He's not going to gamble against that sniper, and Evove is certainly going to go down. But meanwhile, the Improve Your Grammar and Snap Action are fighting on the point here. They've kept It's at bay, but they didn't manage to find another frag there, and immediately the combo turn around and clean up the 2 scouts, so that's a lot earned here. They've caught middle, they killed off 2 scouts. They know there's no flank threat here from Sprinkler Kids. They're trying to get in and force that Uber. They're throwing bodies towards Legacy. Even Yak is trying to hit him with these arrows. He's got him down at half health. It's is in behind, but he's not going for the medic. He's trying to kill off Snap Action. He won't get the frag, and somehow, despite throwing 4 players at the problem, Jay Chapman haven't managed to force out the Sprinkler Kids Uber. Yak is just about making it into series, being chased by XF9. They aren't paying attention. Can he be saved? No! XF9's going to get the frag. Hobnobs comes in just a second too late. And this is really looking good for Sprinkler Kids right now. 7 minutes left on the clock, Sideshow.
It absolutely is. This is looking perfect for them to take it to a 3rd map. The Legacy's getting pressured really hard here though. He's on 85 health and getting spammed by Megazord as well. It seems like Jay Chapman really... Oh, but he walks into the sticky trap! Oh, he avoided so many players trying to go for him, but then wanders into a sticky trap and drops his Uber charge. That's unfortunate there, but Sprinkler Kids... oh, nice headshot by Evolve to take down Nasboy, but Nasboy actually manages to get the frag there as well. So a trade, Roma for Demoman, that always going to favour the Roma. Cricket is getting harassed in that choke point as well by It's. Getting the backup now from Legacy and Snap Action. So things are going to kind of stabilize here, but with only 6 minutes left, the onus really is on Jay Chapman to push through this choke point and to get some momentum going, because they need this. They've only got 6 minutes left to pick up 3 rounds. Megazord's pick on the Legacy is going to help that out a lot, and all the frags are coming their way. Improve Your Grammar and Cricket, the only ones left alive. Improve Your Grammar gets a nice pick onto Megazord, but then goes down to It, and Cricket is trying to take a fight with the enemy Demoman. Now getting hounded by It, and It is going to pick up that frag as well. A big 3k from him in that team fight, and this is the momentum shift that they need to be able to come back into it. Whether or not they'll be able to carry it all the way to last remains to be seen, but it's a good start.
Look at these forward spawns coming in from Sprinkler Kids, immediately catching Hobnobs out of position, and that's going to slow down the aggression here from Jay Chapman. 5 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock. A 3-round gap here to be closed. If Jay Chapman want to take this to overtime, I think David's game has just crashed as well, so you know it's time for a radio cast here. Currently, Jay Chapman with their charger moving through PC area. They're going to be able to isolate Evolve. He gets focused down by 4 players. They're going to push from top PC here, and the Uber charge has just come in from Yak. He's encouraging his players forward. He's catching a lot of potential targets here. Legacy's been separated from his combo. He's only got 86% Uber charge. But the frags are coming in thick and fast on both sides. Hobnobs and Megas are trying to do their best, combined with Yak here, to clean up the remaining players.
They need to hunt down Legacy. Legacy's on 95%. Is he going to be able to... Is he going to crater? He didn't crater. He wasn't juggled up high enough. 3 HP and he's got his Uber charge. That was so close. So unlucky by Jay Chapman to not be able to do that, because that was a great chase. It was a brilliant read that he was like really close to his Uber charge but didn't quite have it. And to chase him all the way to last, to get 2 nice rockets and get him down to 3 HP is so unlucky. But now they have to deal with this Uber of Legacy. And a Pyro as well, defensive Pyro coming out from Improve Your Grammar. He really likes running that Pyro class on defense. He's very good at it as well. So in about 10 seconds they're going to have their Uber charge up, but that's not going to stop Hobnobs going in and trying to pick off Legacy or force the Uber. Goes down to 20 health. It's trying to follow up on that damage but doesn't quite manage it. Does actually go down. My game is crashed as well, Admirable.
Oh, Megazord jumps in, but immediately gets knocked straight up in the air by the scattergun of Snap Action. And Snap Action's pushing ahead into the lobby here. He's going to clean up Yak, who just seemed to be caught in no man's land there. And it looks like the momentum, the wind has been taken out of the sails of Jai Chapman. They're caught coming in dribs and drabs here, and XF9 is mopping them up. He's pushing ahead into the midpoint here. He's got Legacy and his entire team. It's a full complement of Sprinkler Kids as they just stack the point. The back cap's on though. It's on the back cap, but times 8 on mid means it's not going to be effective. But Jai Chapman are throwing players in anyway. The cap comes in mid, but they've committed several players here. Yak is going to get rushed down. Nazboy as well. And it seems like Jai Chapman are just falling apart here. We are going to be going to a third map. There's only 3 minutes left on the clock. There's 3 rounds of difference, and it is all Sprinkler Kids here as they take second, third, and fourth right now. But the back cap's on again. They mightn't get fourth. There's a fight on middle. It's versus Cricket. Legacy's coming in as well. They're trying to get this scout frag. Oh, it's with the Boston Basher onto Legacy, but Cricket still hasn't been able to kill him off. It's on 2 health. Oh wow, Cricket's just firing out pipes, but a sticky would have done the job. They did get that cap on Spire at the same time, Sprinkler Kids, but they lost 4 players in the whole process, including their medic. Legacy just back on the field right now, and wow, this is intense. There's action going on the Spire, on middle. Are you back in the game, Sideshow?
I am indeed. I'm back in the game. I'm watching them as they try and push in through the choke point here. I've seen a few players kind of taking it a little bit more relaxed now that we've gone into what is technically dead time, but it seems like they really want to make the most of this and keep their DM sharp and make sure also that they carry through a lot of momentum into the next map, because as you say, we are definitely going to Viaduct now, which is going to be one map to decide the outcome of the entire Archimedes grand final. So the Sprinkler Kids are going to be taking on Jai Chapman on Viaduct. DM is going to prevail, but I honestly don't know who it's going to be. I don't even know who to favour, Admirable. The Sprinkler Kids actually have managed to turn around this last push as well, and it looks like the final score is actually going to be 5-1. So still a minute and 20 seconds remaining. In fact, they could make this 6-1, and the win difference, do you think that really... does that demoralise Jai Chapman even more?
Definitely. If you get capped out, you know, even if you took it to 30 minutes, I suppose you can take some solace in that, but... if you have to have the mercy rule enacted on you, then, you know, yeah, you're going to be feeling a little bad. But right now, Cricket is getting bum rushed by Nazboy and Megazord. Somehow manages to survive, though. A lot of damage being done on both sides, but Jai Chapman looked pretty weak. Nazboy is just going to throw caution to the wind. Tries to bomb forward on a half jump there. He's distracted enough for Megazord to turn around and find the frags, but meanwhile, Snap Action, I think, got the frag onto Yak. It's turned into a 2-on-2 here. It's a Megazord versus Legacy and Cricket, but Legacy's long gone. He's going to survive and keep his team ahead in the Uber game. They've sacrificed middle, but all they need to do is keep running that clock down for another 25 seconds. We already know they're the winners, but, you know, they're trying to maintain a round record here.
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of a bit of a myth that this dead time exists at the end, because it still factors into your attitude as you go into the next map.
And you can pad your logs as well, mate.
Exactly. And the logs are all that matter at the end of the day.
There. We will go to the logs then, as there we have it. 5-1 to Sprinkler Kids. On the second map process, that does mean it's 1-1 in the best of 3 series. We are going to the third map. Yak wanted it. The fans wanted it, and they've got going to the logs, and I'm going to expect to see XF9 top damage. Will I be disappointed?
You will not. You will absolutely will not. XF9, what a game. That is so good. He had 38 kills for 17 deaths and racked up 10.5k damage. It's just an absolute monster. He's playing so well. He did get 11k heals, so he's taken a ton of heals, but the work that he's doing with them, I think, justifies it, frankly.
Yeah, pretty incredible. We saw him put out similar stats in the semi or quarterfinals, I forget. But, you know, 30 to 40 frags, that's nothing to this guy. He is definitely a rising star, I guess we'll say, in TF2. Could see him in Prem next season at this rate. Sideshow. Looking at
competing for my spot.
The other performances, Cricket out damaging Nazboy as well there, but in terms of frags, Jai Chapman Megazord up there at the top again. But perhaps Cav needing to step his game up a little bit. Hobnobs as well. Low on the damage stakes there. Low on the frag count too. We're calling you out. Step it up, Jai Chapman.
Yeah, I think they just got outclassed a little bit on process, and perhaps they weren't expecting it. They've sailed through this competition so far, and they have seemed to out DM every team that they've come up against, and now they've finally met their match. I mean, I think, am I right in saying that this could be the first Archimedes game that we've seen go to be this close and go to the 3 maps? Of course, most of it was a best of 1, but I think this is the closest game that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And in the grand final as well, there's no better time for it. They're really
save the best to last.
Exactly, they're really stepping their game up here. We're seeing some great DM
Look
DM
at the air
plays
shots
as well,
man.
I know.